First pitch is moments away here in Miami. It's the Cubs and the Marlins. Next. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on the show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as their order will read like this. They'll have their work cut out for them as they face the Rookie of the Year in 2013 for the National League, Cuban-born right-hander Jose Fernandez. Emilio Bonifacio will move towards the batter's box as we're just about set to get underway tonight. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. The 2-2 coming. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
And a lot of times, it takes an inning or two to really get the feel for your curveball and how it's moving. But I don't think that applies here because this pitch is a beauty for the first out of the ball game.
Luis Valbuena will get his first opportunity now. And as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
The 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. One out, nobody on. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Fouled straight back. Just starting things out here in South Florida. Fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
He'll be disappointed with that at-bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
Starlin Castro will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Well, strikeout single here to start the ball game. It was looking like he'd breezed through the top of the first inning, but not so fast.
Anthony Rizzo will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
A check of Castro, and now the pitch. Right down the chute that time, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. The Cubs strand 1. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. They'll match up against a former wide receiver turned reliever turned starter, the hard-throwing right-hander Jeff Samardzija. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Christian Yelich will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, the left fielder, number 21, Christian Yelich.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With that, we'll take a look at our scouting report. You can see a 5-pitch repertoire, so mixing those pitches effectively will be a key as we move along. Donovan Solano We'll dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Here's the first pitch to him. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Oh, come on.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Fouled back. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that two-seamer running in.
Here now the 2-2. And this is swung on and bounced out to the shortstop, Castro. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Batting third, right fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he takes this one high, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Here's the 2-2 home. And here's a ball rolled foul. Still 2 strikes. Two out, nobody on. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. We played an inning. No score. Nate Scherholz will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Nate Scherholz.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Let's go, Miami.
Outside, 2-1.
Ball. Will, are you crazy? Come on now, let's get the K here.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Now the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Let's go, Marlins!
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And remember, he's coming off a loss in his last start. So if he keeps doing things like walking the leadoff guy, he'll be in trouble here too.
Justin Ruggiano will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Tough pitch right there. That's 96 in on the hands. You just got to let that one go.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And this is off the glove of Saltalamacchia as it gets away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Well, there's no question that defense is not his strong suit behind the plate. You know, he's in there for his bat. Sometimes these are the trade-offs you have to be willing to accept as a manager. That'll be a pass ball.
And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Wellington Castillo will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night.
Get the double play!
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Don't let him score!
And he gets on top of this one and sends it on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Batting 8, left fielder,
Ryan Roberts will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball, and that's causing it to stay high.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
None out, runners at first and second. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
Three and 2, here it is. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Jeff Samardzija will stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at-bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. If he can find a way to just find a hole with a ground ball, that could be huge.
Here we go, Marlins, let's go!
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Fernandez readying the 1-1. Swing and a bouncer out in front. They get the force at the plate on to first, so they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play.
Well, that's pretty fortunate there on the mound. This thing's right back at him, so it's just a simple pitch and catch. He starts the 1-2-3 double play. That was easy.
Emilio Bonifacio will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
And that's the mark of a really good pitcher here. They get just a little bit tougher to hit when they get runners in scoring position.
Give it up, Doug!
Here's the 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Well, this guy started the ball game out with a strikeout. He may end the second with 1, too.
Rolled foul off to the left, so they'll try it again. And a big strikeout there, and they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. Garrett Jones will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Swung on and missed that time as Jones finds himself behind 0-2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level and he just can't help himself.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Way outside, 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
Well, he got caught chasing those first two pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's kind of caught on to their game now. Those are two good takes to get it back to 2-2.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Greg Dobbs. Here's the first offering. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Oh, here's a ball smoked into the gap in right center, and he was all over that one. It should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a one-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with one away. And as we take a look there at the Marlins team leaders, you can see he cracks the top 5 now, currently in 5th place on the ball club in that category. Brian Bogusevic will stand in for the first time here. And this is going to be a foul ball. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Roberts is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One left for Miami. It remains 1-0. Luis Valbuena is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Now for the Cubs, third baseman, Luis Valbuena.
And the inning will start with a chopper fouled at home plate. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in show motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
Starlin Castro will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Strike three call, and that is back-to-back punch-outs here in the inning. 3 in a row total, and there are 2 away.
Pretty stress-free inning so far. 2 batters, 6 pitches, and 2 strikeouts.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Adeiny Echeverria makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. One pitch on the way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And this is fouled at the plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Jose Fernandez will step in now. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
The 2-1 home. Now a good slider there. Tough pitch, and from 2-0, it's back to 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. Christian Yelich will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch coming. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Ruggiano will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Nate Scherholz will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Popcorn, get your popcorn.
Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th.
Hey, welcome to Marlins Park. It takes a strong man to get one out here in center field, and he hits this ball a ton, but there's an awful lot of room out there, and this ball just gets swallowed up pretty easily in the end.
Justin Ruggiano will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Ball 1. Curveball grounded towards second. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Wellington Castillo will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever. And
here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Let's go, Marlins.
And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cubbies are in front, 1-0. Donovan Solano will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Second baseman, Donovan Solano.
Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Chop fouled off to the left, still 2 strikes. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Let's go, Marlins.
Swing and a high chopper. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the 2nd out.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Garrett Jones will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They still trail 1-0. Ryan Roberts will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Left fielder, Ryan Roberts.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, Cubs, you're gonna have to wait another 6 weeks.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
You just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set now.
Jeff Samardzija will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Free swinger at the plate.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Fastball swung on and hit on the ground to third. There to play it is Dobbs on to first, and there were 2 down.
And you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now. He's retired.
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And this is fouled straight back. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. Greg Dobbs will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch on the way. Ball one.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Good eye, batter. Come on.
Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Another 2-2 offering. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
If he could have been just a little more patient there, would have had a leadoff walk. Instead, chases it out of the zone here and winds up costing it.
Brian Bogusevic will try it again. He flew out his first time. And he gets ahead 0-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And this ball will be chopped foul. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Here comes a 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, he's just putting on a clinic out there right now. Let's check it out on Show Track. Well, these guys are just having all sorts of trouble figuring him out. Strikes out his 6th batter of the game so far.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jared Saltalamacchia. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And Saltalamacchia swings right through that one as he's in the hole now, down 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good waist pitch, 1-2. Now the pitch. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at-bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball by this guy and be done with this inning.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Here we go.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to South Florida following this. Luis Valbuena will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Let's go, Marlins!
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes another 0-2. Fouled straight back. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
All right, Marlins!
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Let's go!
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. No doubt that 2nd inning is the one that really sticks out. He had to use a lot of his energy getting through that one.
Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Starlin Castro. And this is going to be a foul ball. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Anthony Rizzo will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point.
Come on, Marlins!
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Here comes Fernandez, 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Adeiny Echeverria will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Now a ball hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the 2nd hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Reed Johnson will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Reed Johnson.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
What was that?
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Another fastball, another called strike. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Christian Yelich will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Go now, face it here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Let's go, Marlins.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. Donovan Solano will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Look out for the double play.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Giancarlo Stanton will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Fouled back. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
Here we go.
2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Full count, 3-2. Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back to South Florida. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Carter Capps is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Carter.
Nate Scherholz will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point. And the 7th inning starts with a swing and a routine grounder to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Justin Ruggiano will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Really?
Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1.
Woo!
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Wellington Castillo will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Come on, Miami.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2.
Get ready for the game.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side.
It's time for the
Cubs are down in order. They lead it 1-0. Garrett Jones will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
First baseman, Garrett Jones.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, That's a bit of a red flag.
The 1-0 pitch. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
All right, Joe.
3-0 now.
And a 3-0 count here to start the 7th has got to be a red flag.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game. Now the 3-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Blake Parker will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 50, Blake Parker. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 9, George Katara.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Greg Dobbs.
Go, Marlins. Here we go.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there, he was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate. He turns it around for a solid single.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And this one's bunted out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
You can't ask for much more than that. That tying run moves over to third now with only 1 out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Jared Saltalamacchia will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Now batting, shortstop,
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And a double steal try here. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And he'll just put the tag on him, and he's out trying to steal home.
Well, you got to say this for this ball club. They definitely go for it. Here they're going to try the squeeze to try to get that tying run in. But once this thing goes wrong, that guy is hung out to dry.
Swing and a line drive to left. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
And this is what you need if you're going to build a winning ball club. You've got to have those support guys down in the order. He comes through with an important 2-out RBI.
Carlos Villanueva will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Rob Brantley will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, Rob Brantley.
On the corner at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Opposite field to left. Dives and makes a spectacular catch for the third out of the inning as he might have saved a couple of runs right there. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Henry Rodriguez will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Ryan Sweeney will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, Ryan Sweeney.
Grounded foul. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison to this point. And as you could imagine, in a 1-1 ball game, both guys sporting excellent lines so far. George Kataris will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First offering on the way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Now the 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now. 2 very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ball game. Things have been tight throughout. Emilio Bonifacio will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. And the throw is right over the head of Jones.
Well, you'll see it. After the bare hand, he's got to throw it against his body. I think he would have been better served to just put this one in his pocket, but he rushed the throw and he threw it away.
Luis Valbuena will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Now a line drive, and that may be enough to break our tie. That's down for extra bases. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Now batting, shortstop, Starlin Castro.
Mike Dunn will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Starlin Castro will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. First pitch coming. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing.
Get the strikeout!
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here the last 2 pitches.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fouled back. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Ryan Sweeney will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 6.
Christian Yelich will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now here's the first pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Donovan Solano will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. For Yelich, that's now 10 doubles for him on the season. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's just a nasty slider here. It's way off the plate, plays on the hitter's aggressiveness, and he gets him to go after him.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Let's get the runner across.
Getting a few steps off the second there. Now the pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. Throw gets him 2 down.
That's just a textbook case right here. By not advancing the runner on that previous at-bat, that would have been a run. Instead, now you've got 2 outs and a runner only at third.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Garrett Jones will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away.
There it goes. Find the hole.
In there, no balls and a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Fastball at the knees. Strike 3 called as that zone gets lower and lower, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Anthony Rizzo will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Anthony Rizzo.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Now here's the pitch, and he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Now, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And this will be fouled away. And this is going to be a foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th.
That's a good pitch right there, inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone. And as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Nate Scherholz will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And a high strike there, 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. Bogusevic calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
center fielder, Justin Ruggiano.
Justin Ruggiano will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Here's the first offering. And a curveball drops in there for strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you
All
want.
right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Here comes the 1-2. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jose Veras is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 41, Jose Veras. Now playing center field and batting this.
And now the right-handed batting Jeff Baker is in the on-deck circle. It looks like he'll be called upon to pinch hit here.
Baker.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Line hard into left. And that's going to be a base hit, so it's a pinch hit single, and there's your potential tying run aboard to lead off the bottom of the 9th.
Think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Brian Bogusevic will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Get out of the double play already.
And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
They'll be playing for 1 here, and that's not a bad idea when you've got the tying run on base to start the inning. Now you give your guys a couple of shots to knock this ball game up.
Jared Saltalamacchia will work now on getting that tying run home from second. And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. close to the bag. It's second there. Now the pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
All right, a big strikeout there, and that keeps that tying run at second with 2 away now.
Adeiny Echeverria will have a shot at driving home that possible tying run that's standing at second. Short lead from second. Now the pitch. Too high. 1-0. In tight with the sinker. Ball 2. Wow, and Earl Hendricks is not doing him any favors behind the plate. 3-0 now.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
2 out here and a runner at second. And no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. He's got it. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. And I suspect we might see a pinch hitter here, and if that's the case, here's what's left on the Marlins bench. Marcell Ozuna will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And the runner's coming home. And the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over.
Some pretty anxious moments here at the end, but they wind up stranding the tying run at third base. The winning run was at first, but they hold on for the victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Cubs win this one 2-1. Good night from Miami.